Today, we have an incredibly touching story that will leave you speechless. Imagine being a little girl and having an experience that can only be described as divine. Stay with us to find out what this vision revealed. But before we dive into this extraordinary story, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications by clicking on the bell so you don't miss our incredible stories of faith and hope. News of the little girl's vision began to spread quickly through the local community, and it wasn't long before the story attracted media attention. Journalists began visiting the family, eager to get an exclusive interview with the young visionary. The once quiet home transformed into an unofficial place of pilgrimage, with people of various faiths and beliefs arriving to hear the story directly from the little girl. Within the school and parish community, the event stimulated discussions and debates. While some saw the vision as a genuine miracle, others were skeptical, wondering if it could be the figment of a little girl's imagination influenced by Bible stories she heard in her family. However, the village parish priest expressed support, underlining that the girl's purity and sincerity were difficult to dispute. As the weeks passed, the little girl was invited to speak at several churches and community events, where she shared her message of love and compassion. This simple but profound testimony touched the hearts of many listeners, leading some people to seriously reflect on their lives and how they could contribute to building a better world. The little girl's story also raised broader questions about the role of spiritual experiences in modern society. Religious experts and psychologists were invited to participate in panel discussions and television programs to analyze the possible nature of such visions and their impact on people. While some argued that the visions could be psychological or neurological explanations, others saw in them a call to a deeper and more universal spirituality. Meanwhile, the little girl continued to live her life with a new serenity and sense of purpose, always supported by her family. Despite growing public attention, his story remained rooted in humility and the hope that his message could inspire kindness and change in the world. The revelation he had not only changed his life, but also offered a new perspective on how faith and love can transform communities, renewing the hope of many for a better future. What do you think of these spiritual visions? Do you believe they could be real divine messages, or are they just a figment of the imagination? Share your thoughts in the comments below by writing the words, "I believe." If this story touched you, leave a like and subscribe to support other incredible testimonies like this. Remember, every like helps spread messages of hope and love in a world that needs it so much. The vision of this young girl, which occurred in a completely ordinary moment, triggered a series of reflections and changes, not only in her family, but in the entire community. The story of his spiritual encounter has offered many a new lens through which to examine their lives, prompting questions about what truly matters. The little girl's family, initially surprised and incredulous, found in her experience a reason to strengthen their faith. They began to dedicate more time to prayer and meditation, finding in spirituality a safe refuge against the uncertainties of daily life. Their home has become a symbol of welcome and hope, a place where people gather to share stories, prayers, and mutual support. At the same time, the local community began to rediscover the values of unity and solidarity. The little girl's story sparked a collective awakening, prompting many to reflect on their way of life and relationships with others. Volunteer initiatives and support groups saw an increase in participation, and people showed themselves more willing to help those in difficulty. Inspired by the invitation to change and universal love conveyed by the little girl, teachers in local schools introduced classroom discussions about the importance of ethical and moral values. Using the little girl's vision as a starting point for dialogues about how individual actions can positively influence the community. These discussions helped students better understand the challenges of contemporary life and the importance of maintaining an altruistic and compassionate perspective. Even on a broader level, history has prompted reflection on spiritual phenomena and their interpretation in an era dominated by science and technology. The vision has been the subject of study and analysis, with experts exploring how such experiences can coexist with a rational approach to reality. The little girl's vision acted as a catalyst for a deeper examination of personal and collective values, demonstrating how seemingly small and personal events can have a vast and transformative impact, inspiring people to search for greater meaning in their lives and communities.